On that map, the white boxes, there's four what we call general sales managers, but they're really divisional sales managers. Dick Murphy is in the west, and he would be the first person you would go to, say, hey Dick, I'm starting to have a problem with this, we need some help on resolving this.
You know, sometimes they're waiting for special components to be quoted, is usually what the delay is.
There's about 3 triggers on a contact point when we're acknowledging back or quoting back.
You know, we want to come away from this session with some ideas to generate sales.
Jared, as we continue to refine and improve ACE program, what are some of the key successes that you've seen in 2011?
Well, Tanya, 2010 was really about getting the program revitalized and getting the infrastructure in place. And 2011 was about adding some more benefits for our members and starting to execute on some of the promises that we made as we revitalized the program. So some of the things we did in the past year was we refined the automation through stock rebate process and made it an exclusive benefit for our ACE distributors. For the first time, we invited some of our ACE Solutions distributors to our own technical muscle building and included them in some of our higher technical training that we do for our internal employees. We rolled out the opportunity registration process to our ACE distributors to help them get return on investment when they do the specification work on a project. And as we have gone throughout the year, we've started to roll out more of the ACE campaigns and promotions that help them with the demand generation activity.
You have a very different story than you had 3 or 4 years ago, and you can knock on their door and talk about machine structure, or maybe go bigger picture and educate them on something that they're not even aware of. And that's what we're really hoping for is you know, take on and embrace being a challenger and knock on those doors, talk to stories, go to different doors in the same places that you've been going now.
So the whole goal was to come up with one software, okay, which is SewMachine, and obviously build into that various platforms where the intelligence, the heart or the brain of the machine is going to give us a game-changing opportunity. Those of you that have worked with it already or working with it today, is what do you see as gaps? What do you see as issues? What do you see as the software good? Is the software bad?
So I think there have been a lot of great successes with the program, but one thing that I'm fairly partial to myself, and it's not just because we're sitting here at ACE University, but I think that this event has become a much more important part of the ACE program over the last few years. If we look back to 2009, before we updated the program, there were about 100 distributors that came to ANC University at the time. 2 years later, we have 220 students here. The program has changed considerably as well. Instead of having more of a generalist approach where everyone gets a little overview of a lot of different things, we've moved to a specialist approach. And in this approach, the students are able to pick a topic or two of interest to them and really go on a deep dive into the technical category or the commercial selling skills that they need to succeed. And I think that this revision to ACE University, which has garnered a great response from the ACE members, is really a vital piece of producing those automation and control experts and creating those trusted advisors we're looking for our customers.
What I've seen is that we're going to have to see how it goes. We're going to have to build traction.
And if Launchpad is a better way, or if Channel Guide, I mean, let us know so that we don't run off down the wrong path.
I was going to say that to Heather's point, that Launchpad I think has been very effective.
So that works. So that's the go-to-market approach. That's why we think we can continue to exist even if we expand our capacity and capability, capacity and geographic footprint in this integration or system integration business we have on our own. Because this pie is plenty big for everybody to eat very well. We've got energy solutions that none of our competition can touch.
As we've seen some successes in 2011, I'm sure there were a few challenges that you had to overcome. Can you name a few, please?
Well, I think the biggest challenge was the distributors never really took me seriously.